When fans saw leaked photos of BTS's Jungkook strolling along the picturesque landscapes of Switzerland with Jimin, their first reaction was joy. Smiling in oversized sunglasses and a casual black hoodie, Jungkook looked happy, healthy, and free, finally out of uniform after 18 months of military service. But it didn't take long for that joy to be interrupted. Within hours, several social media accounts, some with long histories of targeting BTS, began reposting the images with malicious commentary. Words like attention seeker, disrespectful, and arrogant filled the comment sections. Some even criticized his appearance, weight, facial expression, and posture. One post read, "Jungkook used to look hungry for success. Now, he just looks lazy." Another said, "Was military service really that hard? He looks like he went on a spa vacation." The negativity spread fast, and it spread deep. What began as leaked paparazzi-style images quickly turned into a full-blown case study in 2025's celebrity culture, where privacy barely exists and where even a peaceful vacation can trigger a global backlash. The worst part, Jungkook never even posted the photos himself. According to fan investigations, the images were taken without consent, likely by sightseeing fans or travelers who recognized the BTS members in public and uploaded their photos in real time. Though the original sources were soon deleted, the damage had already been done, and that damage cuts deep, not just for Jungkook, but for the entire conversation about how we treat celebrities as human beings. But if there's one thing the world should know by now, it's that Jungkook is never alone. As the hate wave grew, ARMY mobilized across platforms like X, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. They didn't just trend hashtags. They fought back with strategy, compassion, and a fierce sense of justice. Within 48 hours, hashtag protect Jungkook, hashtag you deserve peace JK, and hashtag leave Jungkook alone were all trending globally. Thousands of fans reported and mass-blocked the accounts spreading hate. Fan bases from Indonesia to Brazil launched positive fan campaigns, sharing old videos, kind messages, and emotional tributes to Change.org petition titled "Stop Online Harassment of Jungkook" gathered over 100,000 signatures in 24 hours. ARMY also called on HYB to address the situation. While the company remained silent for days, fans began tagging their legal department and quoting sections of Korea's digital defamation law. Sadly, this isn't new. Jungkook has faced invasive paparazzi, sightseeing stalking, and malicious rumors for years. From being trailed at the airport to having his hotel location leaked, his right to privacy has long been violated under the excuse of fandom curiosity. And the military chapter was no different. Even during enlistment, images of Jungkook at the training center were leaked illegally. Some so-called fans tried bribing other soldiers for updates. Now, with his first real moment of rest post-service, the same pattern has returned. This isn't fan behavior. It's harassment, and it's dangerous. Jungkook is not just the golden magne. He's a 27-year-old man who spent his entire adult life in the public eye, who grew up under scrutiny, who trained for years, who gave the world music, dance, raw emotion, and a level of dedication few artists can match. And yet, his reward is often judgment instead of gratitude. Psychologists warn that parasocial relationships, where fans feel entitled to an artist's private life, can turn toxic quickly. When celebrities don't act the way fans expect, they're punished, ridiculed, or even dehumanized. They wait for him to return. Then when he does, they judge his smile. Fan tweet with 700K likes Jungkook owes the world nothing. Yet, he keeps giving anyway. The incident has sparked a broader conversation about how digital culture has normalized the harassment of public figures. Several K-pop analysts and journalists weighed in. This isn't just a BTS issue. It's a K-culture issue, a media issue, and a human rights issue. Lee Hyejin, pop culture critic, if your freedom to take pictures outweighs someone else's right to feel safe, you've lost the point of fandom. At K-pop Ethics Now, this isn't the first time. And it won't be the last, unless fans, companies, and platforms set firm boundaries about how celebrities are treated. Through it all, Jungkook has remained silent. No statement. No attempt to explain or defend himself. Some see that silence as strength. Others worry it hides hurt. But one thing is clear. The fans are speaking for him. And the message is loud. You gave us everything. Let us protect you now. HYBE has yet to make a formal statement, but internal sources suggest the agency is monitoring the situation and may take legal action against malicious commenters and photo distributors. Meanwhile, fans are working to create a more respectful online culture, not just for BTS, but for all idols. There are also calls for international platforms like TikTok and X to revise their privacy rules regarding public figures, especially in Asia, where harassment often masquerades as engagement. The question now is not whether Jungkook will recover. Of course he will. He always does. The question is, will the rest of the world finally learn how to treat him with the dignity he deserves? This isn't the first time Jungkook has faced the dark side of his ability. In 2019, he was the subject of tabloid surveillance during a brief personal trip, sparking rumors and moral policing over his relationships and lifestyle. Again in 2021, a restaurant outing led to hidden camera footage being leaked, prompting a wave of debates over idol freedom. Each time, Jungkook chose not to retaliate. Each time, ARMY shielded him with action and love. But in 2025, the stakes are different. He's older. He's just returned from military service, a period that for most Korean men marks a societal reset. He's no longer the boy who debuted at 15. He's a man who's seen the inside of barracks, the silence of service, and the price of peace. Teo conveyed that peace now is not just invasive, it's cruel. In K-pop culture, idols are often expected to perform, even when they're off stage, smiling at airports, looking flawless in cafes, taking fan interactions as obligations. For years, this invisible contract, the idol fan performance, has drained stars mentally and emotionally. But when Jungkook chose rest in Switzerland, no makeup, no live streams, no curated content, some fans saw it as rebellion, and rebellion, in the idol world, is often punished. But why? Why must idols work to earn the right to be human? Why must Jungkook's vacation be seen as a PR move instead of what it truly was, a man breathing after 18 months of silence? They don't want him free. They want him available. Viral fan thread, 2M views Jungkook's photos weren't disrespectful. They weren't provocative. They weren't even public. They were just ordinary. And that, to some, is the most threatening thing of all. A superstar being normal. The Jungkook photo scandal is a symptom of a bigger illness, the illusion of ownership. Too often, fans, or worse, anti-fans, treat celebrities like public property. The more you love them, the more you think you have a say in their choices, what they wear, where they go, who they're with. But that's not love. That's control. Experts in fandom psychology point out that hypervisibility plus parasocial dependence equals obsession. When unmet, turns to entitlement, unchecked, turns into hate. Jungkook didn't fail his fans. He failed to perform the version of himself some fans created in their own minds, and for that, he was punished, not by the majority, but by the loud minority. Many fans wondered, why won't Jungkook say anything? The answer might lie in his long-held values. From early in his career, he's spoken about his introversion, his dislike for confrontation, and his choice to let his art speak louder than his voice. He once said during Break the Silence, "Sometimes, I think saying nothing is louder." By staying silent, Jungkook is neither surrendering nor ignoring the hate. He's trusting ARMY to understand him. And perhaps more importantly, he's choosing peace over performance. And ARMY? They heard him. Loud and clear. This incident has forced many to reevaluate how they see Jungkook. He's not just the golden magne with flawless vocals, abs, and a smile that lights up arenas. He's a real man with boundaries, with off days, with a need for rest, quiet, and life beyond the screen. And in this moment, more than ever, he deserves to be seen as he is, not as he was imagined to be. Fan-led campaigns now go beyond Jungkook. They call for anti-sasing laws to be enforced more strictly in South Korea, stronger agency protection against photo leaks, and hate speech platform accountability, asking X and TikTok to remove hate content faster. A culture shift in K-pop, where rest, privacy, and personal freedom are normalized. One fan-organized coalition, Let Idols Live, is planning to publish a formal open letter in Korean and English media demanding concrete change. The letter begins with, "If Jungkook's smile must come at the cost of his safety, then we've failed him." Jungkook's official music or tour comeback hasn't been announced. But in the eyes of many fans, this moment, this resistance against hate, this protection of his peace, is a comeback of its own. It's not about charts. It's about choosing joy over noise. It's about being soft in a loud world. It's about reminding everyone that even the strongest hearts need protecting. Jungkook once said, "I'm not perfect. I have flaws. But I want to be real with you. This moment, this scandal, this heartbreak, this comeback, it's as real as it gets." And through it all, fans are making one thing clear. They're not fighting just because Jungkook is famous. They're fighting because he's human.